Spurs, or any of the teams, talk about some of the epic conference rivalries you played in.
Well, I always go back to playing against the Phoenix Suns in the 7 seconds or less Steve Nash-led teams, along with Amari Stoudemire, and what Mike D'Antoni was introducing to the game back in 2005, 2006, which, by the way, Kevin, everybody is doing now.
Right, yeah.
But tremendous talent on the court at that time, tremendous disparity in style of play, and watching Steve Nash during MVP years trying to conduct his team against the vaunted Spurs. Fantastic, incredibly competitive match.
And a lot of speed. I mean, it was eye-opening to watch.
And it was the Spurs trying to catch up. So how are we going to do the Rock'em Sock'em game against the 7 seconds or less? We kind of took care of it.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bialica is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Holmes in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here's Fox after LeBron James's miss.
No shot.
And here's Bogdanovich. 9 points last game. Just 5 on the clock. The 15-footer. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And that's how you want to see defense play. Got right up in his face to bother the shot.
That's going to make any scorer uncomfortable when you get that aggressive.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's Bogdanovich after the basket by Los Angeles.
Just getting more and more court awareness and where guys are at all times is De'Aaron Fox.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Luke Walton gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. They've yet to find success against the Lakers, going 0-2 in the first 2 meetings between the teams. Coach said a lot of the problem is we just get deflated when they go on a big run. We have to know that with LeBron, a run is going to come. We just have to have the mental fortitude to fight through it. But that's a big challenge when LeBron gets himself and his team going. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Well, they've been striving towards it for years now, and the Kings are finally one of the premier up-tempo teams.
Well, it works for them when you have a guy like De'Aaron Fox out there to blast off on any possession. You surround him with great shooters in Bogdanovich and Hield. Puts a lot of pressure on the defense on a nightly basis throughout the course of a regular season.
And he makes the first.
Well, the thing you think about with Bogdanovich, besides his first name being in his last name, is potential. A young, raw prospect with plenty of upside.
And so Bogdanovich nails both of them. The Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Green against Bogdanovich. Green kicks to McGee. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul that goes against Sacramento.
A great job by LeBron in that instance at getting some contact and then going straight into the foul.
Lakers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
It's the all-around game of LeBron James. Dominant scorer, great rebounder, incredible passer, and an intense defender when he wants to be.
And the second free throw, good. And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
Now, here's Bielitsa. And Davis sends it back.
Love that D from Davis. Rises up and swats that shot away.
Passes it to Green. Outside, Davis. Pass to James. Over Fox. And the Lakers with another miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Barnes. Charity stripe shot. Good. He hits the jump shot. Barnes has got his second bucket.
Barnes pretty much at ease from that spot on the floor.
LeBron James on the wing. Guarded by Fox. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Still playing at an MVP level. LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
Man, his dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
Free throw drops for James. That one falls, so he hits both of them. With the playoffs around the corner, Brent, some teams already making vacation plans. Talk about the disappointment that those kinds of teams are feeling right now.
Yeah, you start the beginning of training camp with ideas of wanting to play into the postseason, and you know the realization of that goal is not going to be met. And what you want to do is remember your opportunity as a player, Kevin, to go out and still compete. You might not be back with the team that you're playing the end of the season with, the last 10 games. Maybe you're somewhere else. But there are teams, as we've always said, still watching you. And so don't ever get away from the idea of the competition as the season winds down.
They always say the eye in the sky doesn't lie. Everything is on tape, right? I mean,
yeah, and they are assessing how it is that you approach that, because you show your stripes when things are not going well. What kind of character do you have?
Caldwell Pope outside. McGee trying to break free. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. And it's Barnes with the ball for Sacramento. They lead by 4. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Continues to try to work to find some consistency, does Harrison Barnes, and right there knocking at the defense's door.
And the first one drops.
The 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina, Harrison Barnes won a title in Golden State. Signs the big contract with Dallas, but yet to achieve the stardom that many predicted back in high school.
Barnes hits them both. Greg, you look at Harrison Barnes. What's his best role?
I mean, Kevin, he's a hard worker, able to hit the spot-up 3. Defensively, his strength gives him some versatility, just a solid contributor.
Now, here's Green. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. James against Bogdanovich. The The pump fake kept the D off balance and gave him room.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Caldwell Pope against Fox. Knocked away. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. LeBron outside. The pass to Davis. Back to James. From deep. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
Yeah, he's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
LeBron passes to Green. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
Yeah, there's no way that LeBron James is not going to come in and dictate the tempo of this game. Just keeps his eyes up and drops a nice dime there.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. He's got 5. Now, here's Fox. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
LeBron against Fox.
Green coming.
Outside, Green. Davis down low. Guarded by Fox. LeBron dishes to Davis. Clock at 4. The 3 ball. That one's not going to go. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Their last encounter was in Sacramento.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
Yeah, those turnovers were inexcusable. So many of their possessions ended with them giving the ball away. It's one thing to make passes, but you need to pass to your own team, not the other one.
Now here's LeBron. Harrison Barnes missing his lunch. And Davis with the basket on the assist by James. LeBron's got 3 assists in the game. Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento.
Well, we keep talking a lot about Anthony Davis and the fact that when he was a young player, he played the point guard position, and then all of a sudden grew like 60 inches to play center position. You see that skill set show up now and again, but really what you're seeing now about AD is his maturity in the game, finding spots on the floor where he can absolutely be dominant and control any kind of offensive possession from wherever he is on the floor.
Some changes. Howard comes in for JaVale McGee. And Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. And the Kings also making a change. Heald's checked in. He kicks to Fox. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. Fox has got his second basket of the game. And at Kentucky, Davis mostly an interior player, but he maintained, Brent, all along, he was capable of more than he showed in college.
There's no question about his skill set, and in the NBA, the opportunity, along with the transition of the NBA game, and especially the center position, he seems to be coming along at the appropriate time to show all of his wares off, Kevin.
Clearly a foul.
Lakers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Shooting 2.
good, Kuzma. The defensive rules were different when you played, Brent. For example, the elimination of the hand check.
Hand checking was huge because great defensive guards like a Derek Harper or a Mookie Blaylock could get their forearm on you and basically move you around rather than you trying to get where you want to go. And the other thing, Kevin, that they did was they didn't allow you to have the time in the free throw line. You have a 2.9 before an illegal defense. It used to be a game really of 2 stars on one side of the floor operating, and the rest of the guys sort of shoveled off in the corner on the other side. All those things have changed with the way the league has gone now.
For the better.
Oh, I think so. You have freedom of movement, fluidity of the athletes. It's definitely a better game in terms of the movement.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Joseph against James. Davis has the open look, and the Lakers with another miss.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
And that one's good, Barnes. Barnes has got 8 points. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 2. The feed now to Davis. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 4 assists in the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now, here's Joseph. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Top of the key. And Davis puts it in. And the Lakers lead by 2.
Footwork for the pull-up J from Davis. That left the defense shaking their heads.
Now Joseph, looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And here's the fast break. Davis leading the way. And it's Green missing. Kings have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Hield finds Barnes. Joseph against Howell. Hield outside. Offensive rebound.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. And the Lakers have possession after the Kings pick up 2. Passes it to Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
A good decision right there from Dwight. Excellent awareness on that particular play.
Joseph looking over the floor. Kicks to Hield. 1:24 left to play in the first quarter. Bielitsa passes to Barnes. 5 to shoot. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Fox.
And his scoring numbers have been going in the right direction these past few years. He's gotten better and better at handling what those opposing defenses are throwing his way and finding ways to get his points all over the floor.
That's good from Barnes.
Harrison Barnes, great experience at Golden State, a proven champion on that team, and now entering prime years of his career, trying to be consistent and trying to get a little bit better.
Barnes hits them both. LeBron with it. 29 points for him last game against Houston.
And guys, what impressed me most was his passing. He constantly looked for the open man and found guys in great spots.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Outside, Joseph. Over LeBron. LeBron with the block.
LeBron using his big mitts there. Comes in handy on defense. Getting up there to spike that one away.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Los Angeles shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. So he gets them both.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
The Kings trail by 4. Outside, Joseph. To the wing on the left. Holmes down low, working on Howard. Holmes down low. He's guarded by Howard. Holmes can't get it to go in. Lakers leading by 4. Kuzma finds Davis. Barnes against LeBron. Here's Howard. The shot misses.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the Los Angeles Lakers. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We come back right after this. LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goals made, and he had this to say about his ability to nail clutch shots.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like I got it in the clutch, no matter what's going on throughout the course of a game. Even when you're struggling at times or you're not shooting the ball particularly well, I just feel like it's going in.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late game situations.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
LeBron James is out there with Dion Waiters. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Howard in at center. That's the Laker 5. And the trade for Anthony Davis a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term.
Here's Joseph after the basket by the Lakers. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
As good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, after years and years of rebuilding, the Kings are finally a team on the rise, and they're earning respect. Draymond Green said they've got a lot of young talent, never quit. Probably the fastest team in the history of the NBA. Green said after he plays them, I leave the game exhausted. I go home, I'm dead. And Kevin, we know that Green is pretty accustomed to going all out.
David, he sure is. He's got a lot of engine in him. Thank you so much. And so it's Joseph with it. He'll bring it up for the Kings. Only giving up 2 points this quarter.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Pass to Howard. Dishes to James. And James throws it down.
Yeah, I'm not going to give LeBron any more space, but certainly like to see him dunk. How about that throwdown?
Joseph, the pass to Len. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Barnes can't get it to go.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
And Howard with the stuff.
I think that's Dwight Howard's favorite play. He loves going up for the oop. Outstanding chemistry between him and his teammate there.
Here's Joseph. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Barnes. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Attacking is one thing, Kevin, but body control another, and Harrison Barnes showing you that on that play.
James dishes to Davis. Back to LeBron. It's hauled in by the Kings.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
And stolen by James. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Here's Davis. That's tipped. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Joseph. Back to Hield. Sacramento moving it around. Len up top. To the right side. The three from Joseph. Rebounded by Howard. Los Angeles leading by 3. And here is Waiters. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
Come on.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Hield the pass to Joseph. A baseline J. Barnes kicks to Hield. The pass to Giles. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Barnes can't get it to go. Lakers have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. To the inside, Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
I like it when AD starts to step on the gas pedal offensively. He starts to feel like nobody can stop him, and he very well might be right.
Now here's Barnes. 9-point game his last outing. Now here's James. And that one is off. Good D by Barnes. Joseph against LeBron. The jump hook. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads. Cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Barnes.
They're looking to start lean on him offensively as Harrison Barnes has it going.
Raiders against Hield. Len grabs the board.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Pass to James. Sinks that one from the post. LeBron's got 13.
Well, an effective combo guard who can pass the ball. Dion Waiters, we'd like to see a little bit more of that from him.
Giles the pass to Joseph. Howard against Len. Here's Hield. Excellent D there from Waiters. The Lakers have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Well, Dion Waiters, the epitome of a player that can shoot you in or out of a game. Very hit or miss night to night.
Yeah, the thing about Dion is he's got a very short memory, Kevin, so he'll continue to fire it up there and try to make an impact in the game offensively. You're either on Waiters Island where it's full of life on nights where he's hitting it, or it's completely deserted, and there's no point in going.
First one falls for him. Brett, so many guys are now shooting from well beyond the arc. Who do you think has the deepest range in the league?
I think Steph Curry has the most consistent, deepest range.
Lillard is in that category.
Lillard is in there, and of course, last year's playoff win will never go away in terms of what a great memory that was. Trae Young is now entering that category, Kevin.
Yeah,
I mean, we saw that at the end of last year. His fearlessness in pulling up from just about anywhere has been pretty remarkable. And to that, I will add one Brook Lopez, who has found his way well beyond the three-point line.
He's a whole nother conversation.
We'll talk about him later.
We'll do that. And here is Los Angeles now after the Kings pick up 2. Bounce pass, Smith. Howard in the post. And on him. And it's Howard finishing it off.
That's the way to put your vertical to good use. Dwight Howard on the jam.
Last game for the Lakers, it was a loss to the Rockets. Now Hield. 11 points for him in that last game against New Orleans. Fox passes to Giles. Great D that time from Howard. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 4-point game. Here's LeBron. No good on that one. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
Well, trying to figure out ways to score through contact, De'Aaron Fox does not back down.
The Lakers have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Raiders against Hield. Left side Davis. Over Giles. And Davis can't get it to go.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one, Kevin. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Barnes finds Hield. Teardrop shot, rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Davis. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Davis has got 6 here in this quarter.
Just a stellar effort from Anthony Davis, sprinting down the floor, one of the fastest bigs in the league, and he gets rewarded.
Fox against James. Fox looking it over. Pass to Hield from the arc. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter, much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
James, the pass to Howard. And the dunk by James.
And LeBron not messing around. That time in the paint, close to the rim, smelling blood.
Fox kicks to Len. He dishes it to Hield. Excellent D there from Waiters. Los Angeles leading by 3. Bobbed up there for Howard. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Outside, Fox. Len with it. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
He also had 2 blocks that really impacted that game, guys. He really made his presence known.
Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Waiters. And a change for Sacramento. Bielitsa, he's checked in for Len. The Lakers shooting straight 49% from the field. Here's LeBron. He's got 15. And there's the pass to Davis. Smith for 3. Rebound by the Kings. Giles has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now here's Hield. He's guarded closely. The step back jumper is good. Hield's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, that's a beautiful shooting stroke right there. Really a core essential of Buddy Hield's game.
And here is Howard. Passes to Davis. Back to Howard. In the corner, it's James. Goes up on the wing. The shot comes out. Good work defensively by Fox. Barnes against Smith. Barnes kicks to Fox. Here's the teardrop.
Well, that's where he is just a force. Such a great internal clock in terms of his timing to go up and block those shots, Kevin.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Here's Fox, and he converts the layup. Fox has got 8.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
Pass to Davis. back to James. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You got to be careful once LeBron breaks the seal of the free throw line. There's a lot of power and a lot of muscle coming at you. Usually it ends up with free throws.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
His offensive approach tonight has been aggressive, and it's paid off with a lot of trips to the line.
First free throw is good.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
And the Lakers making a change here. Morris is checked in. And both free throws good for James.
And typically not this reliable at the line, but tonight he's been terrific.
1:03 left in the first half. The rebound by the Lakers.
His poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you. Great work by the team there to find AD. They make eye contact, and the rest of that is history.
Pass to Barnes. 30 seconds left in the first half. On the wing, Hield gets it to go from beyond the arc. Hield's got 11 points in the quarter.
Feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Sinks the triple. Smith's got the lead up to 7 outs for Los Angeles.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout.
Now here's Barnes from deep three-point range, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be right back after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. It was a big-time first quarter from Anthony Davis. He ended up with 24 points, 9 rebounds, and 1 block. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
I'll tell you what, Anthony Davis. Every time you look at the stats, he's contributed in almost every category. Dominant inside, outside, on both ends. Love to watch this kid play.
And Kenny, what'd you see from Sacramento?
I thought they were definitely outworked on the defensive end. They showed a lack of hustle, a lack of physicality. They weren't staying in front of their guys or putting bodies on people. It's critical that they improve their defensive effort in the second half.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
The Kings trail by 7. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Kings, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Bialic, and it's Holmes in at the center, locking down the middle. And it's Green missing. Sacramento's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. To the paint. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Caldwell Pope. And even though he stands 6'10", Holmes plays taller than that.
He does, mostly, Kevin, because of that length. I mean, he stretches out and uses that quick jump and can block some shots and deter a few guys from trying to do some things offensively.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Holmes. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
To the middle. And Green with the basket on the assist by LeBron. Green's got his second basket.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
And they double up LeBron. Here's Davis. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. The shot's good from McGee.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
And so the ball is out of bounds. Bogdanovich touched.